Welcome to Montana Matters. We're joined by Jared McDermott. He is the co-owner of LP Anderson Point S Tire and Auto Service. So great to see you today, Jared.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're talking today about getting your vehicle ready for spring and summer. This is the time when a lot of people are thinking about those road trips, getting ready to drive several miles. We just want to make sure that you're safe before you hit the road. So what are some things that people often forget to check on?
Well, a lot of times people will get ready to go on a trip. You know, Memorial Day weekend is going to be here soon, and people start taking off with the kids and heading, to visit family or go on vacations. And a lot of times people, they fill up the car and they take off, and they don't think about a lot of the important things that you may not have looked at over the winter time. Things, even basic stuff like checking tire pressure, checking condition of the tires, checking the condition of the battery, making sure it's going to be fully charged. Transmission service is a big thing that we see a lot of people neglecting. Depending on the model, transmissions need to be serviced every 30 to 60,000 miles. And you put a lot of stress on a transmission when you do a long road trip and you're going hours and hours at highway speed. And you can get failures that will occur if that hasn't been taken care of in any time in recent history. So we encourage people to do that. The other thing is in the summertime when things get hot, it puts a lot of stress on the cooling system of the vehicle. So you need to have your cooling system flushed regularly or according to the manufacturer's recommendations. So that's an important thing to check. Also the spare tire. A lot of people will check the tires on the car before they leave, but they forget about the spare. And if it hasn't been checked in a few years, it might be half flat or not have any air in it at all. And then when you need it, you don't have it.
Okay, so that is a really great checklist that we just saw on screen. Like you mentioned, checking the spare tire. A lot of people probably just don't think of that.
That's right. And we can do any of these inspections for people. We do them free of charge, and we always give you a free tire gauge to take with you so you can check your tires on the road as well.
Okay, very nice. So just stop on by LP Anderson Point S Tire and Auto Service. They can help you check all of those items. Plus you get the free tire gauge. Something else that we want to point out is boats and RVs. So if you're getting ready to take those out for the season, what should people be aware of?
Yep, the time is almost here to start getting that stuff out of storage and get it ready to go. And the biggest cause of failure that we see during the spring and summer when people are towing their boats and RVs is tire blowouts relating to old age. We have a picture there of what happens when one comes apart on a camper, and it can do a lot of damage. A lot of people think that since the tire has a lot of tread left on it and they've only used it 6 times a year for the past 10 years that the tires are still good, but that's really not the case. As tires age, it's just like anything else. They get old and they have a shelf life. And in Montana, since we have cooler weather most of the year, about 8 years is as long as it's recommended to run your tires. Down south, that's even shorter because of the heat. There's a process called thermal oxidative degradation. It's basically a big word that means that heat and oxygen break down a tire internally, and that can lead to failures on the road, and catastrophic blowouts can occur with old tires. Yeah. So we want to show people, and we brought a tire here, how to check the actual date on your tires to see how old they are. So right here there's a DOT number, and that has some letters and numbers after it that show where the tire was made. And there's a 4-digit code. This one is 2115. That's the 21st week of 2015 is when that was produced.
Okay, so be sure and check that date on the tire. That's good to know that you can find the information right there if you know where to look. You don't want to be that person out on the road with a blown out tire. So Jared, thank you so much for all the great tips today. If you'd like more information, visit their website or their location.